now. The topic today, the peace of mind. Okay, the peace of mind is broken when it get into the pieces. So very big difference between the real peace, P-E-A-C-E, peace of mind. Everybody want. But when it get fragmented into pieces, how you spell? P-I-E-C-E-S, pieces. Pieces means the Chinese, they call it, or Lao Tzu would call it 10,000 things. 10,000 things means into so many things. You see? You understand? The child is content with what? A little parrot, one toy. Then as we are growing up, then ahem means I amness, I am the body. This restrictions, this the false identification. You are in then it is start identification. I am the body, I'm in the body because body has limits. But the real, which transcended, which descended actually, is the eternal spirit and beyond the name and fall. Beyond the name and fall. But we get the prime ignorance, the I am the body. So you have the body like your car, you having, but you are beyond. The body is in you. That means what? Unbounded, infinite consciousness. But the language, not only the Western language, all languages confine us to a confinement. They are so afraid of death. Death means because they have the boundary, the body, the boundary. But death is only more like the reminder. Like you wake up from a dream, the language, death, birth is like one word, but they have not invented or named that. Death, birth are like two ends of the same process. Each moment you are dying and reborn. The consciousness is like the on the surface, the waves. The real you you don't know. Why I don't know? Because you cannot know. The only instrument you have of knowing is the little mind chattering. Little mind, that's all. is beyond knowing and unknowing, is because it's not the mental instrument. People have invented lot of techniques, religions. They give you some kind of adjustment to your miserable, stressful life. But if you watch and observe the child, the face of a child, it's different. It's different. The the Vedantic insight, which is also like the quantum physics explanation, one without the two, the oneness without the two. As long as the two, it cannot know because it's not unknowable. But this is everywhere and nowhere. You cannot step out of it. This isness, isness, I-S-N-E-S, isness. Through silence, one can understand it. Or that's the language of silence. When one mind becomes quieter, quiet, silent, then you start perceiving it. You see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
The peace of mind can be lived, cannot be conceptualized, or with the mind you cannot understand it. Because like the hunger, you can read 10 books or understand it or mentally, but it has no meaning. And it has all the meaning when one is established in the self and don't get disturbed by the ghost. That's what scriptures are trying to talk, that don't be swallowed or perturbed or disturbed by the devil. Devil means they're trying to explain which is unreal, which is fake, which is ghost. What is that? That is our senses. Our senses give the knowledge, but are not capable give absolute knowledge. They're always improving, incomplete. Why? Because the real ruler is the consciousness, not the mind, not the ego. So when you are established in the pure consciousness, then you never get persuaded, disturbed by the egoistic. Does it make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Or you have some question?
No question. The concept is to know without intellectual interference, to
Yeah.
understand without
Yeah,
intellectual
yeah.
interference.
Yeah.
purpose of the knowledge.
Because how can you understand death?
Hmm. Until you experience it.
You cannot experience. Well, all you experience, what is your instrument of experience? These senses. Senses connected with the mind.
Hmm.
But the whole tool of the senses and mind and body is incapable.
Hmm.
Incapable. Because you can live it. Live it means you cannot step out of the isness. You understand isness.
Mhm.
I amness is the isness. The things can be in that. That's what it's describing. The screen of the TV is behind the movies and channels. There's channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4, channel 5.
Hmm.
But TV does not disqualify or qualify or judges. Oh, I like channel 3, not 4, not channel 4. It's unknown.
Hmm.
The infinite consciousness has no boundaries and no judgments. That's what he's saying. The consciousness is unknowable, unknown entity. But it's into the isness, it gets renewed. You are always there. Your phases of childhood, young age, life, old age, they pass, appear and disappear. They are passing by. They're passing by. The state of the mind, they are passing by. Like, okay, we want to make it more and more clear. The clouds cannot understand the clouds. The clouds changes the colors. In the sunset is different.
Hmm.
Morning is different. Each hour, each minute is different. It's new.
Hmm.
New colors, new. Okay? But what is beyond the clouds? The sky. Sky has a different quality. It is unknown, it is way big. It is not perturbed or disturbed because it is infinite. You see the difference?
Hmm.
So the space and the time is the prime illusion. Because when you're born, what is born? A lump of a meat and then you say, I am born. The real you is not born or not die.
Hmm.
That's why your ego mind like to get into the eternal love. It project that, oh, I want someone who does not change. But you have to find what is real love. Real love is not between two. This is one without the two. And that is the uncorrupted awareness which already was. When you were a baby, a child, you were looking with the unadulterated, unpolluted senses, your pure awareness. And then slow and slow, the knowledge addicted and classify. I like this, I dislike this. I dislike this, I like this. You see, you get into the split form. The Vedanta is teaching the pure awareness is your pure kingdom. That's the real pure paradise. And you cannot step out of it. Although you get an angry person, old person, but the awareness is always there. It's always there. He says, oh, why you are wasting life into the angry person, into the older person. Remain established in the pure awareness. That's the beyond health. That's the prime tonic. People with the senses, they invent vitamins, tonics to nurture, nourish the body. Yes, that makes sense. But the doctors, which are smarter doctor, Deepak Chopra, he will teach you body, mind are two sides of the same coin. Peaceful mind, peaceful body. Sound mind, sound body. But the greatest doctor of all doctors, like Guru Ramana Maharishi, the scientist of all scientists, he will teach you that you don't need to become silent. The silence descend on your body mind and you are not influenced by the artificial appear disappear senses and the mind, but you are established in the pure awareness. And then body mind get their fountain of youth, fountain of wellness. That's such kind of paradise which is beyond the stress, beyond the body, beyond the mind. Like he gave you the proof. He tried to indicate every day you are dying each hour, each minute, because mind always stress, not stress, stress, stress. And slowly out of, in the night, you go in the bed, you are turning left, right, everyone with a big ego, big title, doesn't matter, need the sound sleep. That out of 8 hours sleep, the real sound sleep is how much?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Maybe 1 hour.
Maybe an hour. Yeah. What is that sound sleep? That means thinking, settle down, then dream. Dream means wishful thinking, dream or past or what you call bad dreams or hurt, and then no thought with closed eyes or open eyes. That the sound, that is the womb of that the real tonic sound sleep. Then you say, oh, I had a fantastic, you feel fresh. Is the recharging of the whole mind. Is the recharge means no thought, no mind. But the Siddha means so-called, okay, the word enlightened, there is actually not proper word, the awakened one. The awakened one is in that no thought state, in that state where there is no two mean no duality, oneness, wholeness, all the time, because it's beyond the time. is not born. I amness is not born. It is false identity, false illusion. So you live in the hell now. Hell means stress, misery, thinking is thinking. But what is that? Another state? Yes. But when you are too busy, already into the chaos of the mind and the ego is like the ghost, the false ghost. False ghost. Ghost means appear, disappear, appear, disappear. But we identify with so precious life. You marry a wrong woman, you waste how many years?
20.
Huh?
Could be 20 years.
Oh, such a waste of precious life. Therefore, be careful what you want, you might get it. So, what it is saying, that company of the truth, company of the light is the most intelligent thing. The foolish people will go to the bars and wrong places and become friend with the other alcoholic or other criminals, so-called criminals, and then their life is go down, down, down. But now the real smarter people, so-called smart, the body, they take vitamin, they go to the gym, and that's one. Good health, they feel good for a while. But what is beyond the bad, good, and only muscles and the mind is the awakened one. Awakened one means what is beyond the time. He has died to the deathable body and mind, which is beyond the changes, which is beyond the time, which is beyond the clouds, is the eternal sky. And that's what all the scriptures indicate, the paradise. Paradise is now, not in the books or belief. Here and nowness. Here and nowness is the simplest of all, easiest of all. But we are so caught up in the dream body. And we invited it, we invested in it by the society, by our wrong knowledge. Then there are other kind of people who go into the techniques and methods and want to change the color into orange or blue. That is still the two. You are prime illusion as the ego transcend from all the false prime illusion, you as the body. Of course, you have body, mind, can push you into hell, means anxiety, stress, and can also give you the eternal flight into the light, into the eternal light. And that is the easiest and simplest of all. And the wisest and simplest, and the proof is every sound, and it doesn't cost. And even if you spend 10 million, 10 billion, give me a sound, sleep. You cannot buy it
Mm.
because it is natural and simplest of all. You are it. You cannot struggle to be enlightened or awakened. It is the other way round. Don't try. It is not the method you are using to try is your fake tools. You see the mechanism.
Mhm.
I take a cup, and I ask the infinite sky, give me the infinite sky in my cup.
Hmm.
The very tool is fake. That's why the awakened one says it's not in the techniques or methods or time bound. It can be in that, but beyond that. And into it, that the biggest mystery of life. Mystery of life can be looked at like lotus flower. This is in the mud, but not of it. The roots are there, but the beautiful flower up is not into mud.